Um, as you see in my video, I just made a video, and it's about how they try to make me accept these manipulations and they make themselves portray themselves as these protectors of children when in truth they're just fucking trash, torturing even babies. It's funny how like they do things to kind of try to create mental torture. Listen, one thing is for sure is they made me feel like I'm a genius. Obviously, I'm not a genius. They just have to dumb themselves down. And the gimmickiness and the characters they play, as stupid as they get, is magical. But the humiliating reality of what they're part of is destructive. Now, today what's happening to me, they forced me this disgusting thought process. Disturbing, nasty. Oh, make me think of children in different sexual ways and the typical things they do with thought manipulations. And they try to counter that. It's like, no, that's your thought. Now they try to counter it. That's your thought when you were a kid. You fucking retard. Of course, I never had this kind of thoughts. You're just forcing me to have this thought today. I see a child, they make me imagine some disgusting things. But I made a video early on, right? And I'm describing what, as a child, I did this dumb thing, this impulsive act of a child. And you cannot compare the mind and the brain of a child to the mind of an adult. The impulsiveness of a child is that children don't process things naturally, like normally. They process it in a different fashion, in a immature fashion, because they're children. So I'm saying this thing, and as I'm saying that, it's like, you can see this kid, and you can see this kid doesn't think like doesn't think like an adult. It's like it's a child. Doesn't act, doesn't think like an adult, and it's like, oh, those thought process. That's you when you're a kid. And they made me say thoughts. And I was like, well, I tried to change the word because I'm just trying to say the mind of a child is not the same as the mind of a man, of an adult. If an adult has the mind of a child, then this adult has mental handicap. There's illness like that. There's mental illness. Mental retardation is real. So that's what it would be if that was the case. Now, this purpose today, the manipulation that they are known to be doing, forcing people to have disgusting pedophile thoughts, is what they do. So now they even try to say, no, even your thought process, that's how you used to think. It's like this trash. A perp comes in. He comes in with this like menacing sound. He's like, no, that's your thoughts. You see your thoughts, you're gonna die. It's like trash. So you're just forcing me to have these disgusting thoughts. They have these tactics of attacking the mind using thought manipulation that are disgusting. Pedophilia-centric. Almost all target individuals are forced to experience thought manipulation that are pedophilia-centric. It's meant to degrade you. It's like a cognitive warfare where your brain is altered and imagination and thought process are altered in different fashion, nasty fashion. And they have these losers of human beings, the cowards. Like they enjoy this, it's fun. And one time in their life, they're going to be the successful winners that they are. And so they really push these people to become as childlike as they can because their life consists of pushing stupidity, insanity into somebody's brain. So they're not here looking for the most logical, rational person. They want some man-child and retards. But I love to put reality in their faces. No, this is the nasty things you do to break people down. You force people to have these disgusting pedophilia thoughts. Yes, of course, as a child, I was now thinking like an adult because I was a child. Like children think like children. Adults think like adults. If an adult thinks like a child, the adult has a problem that needs to be looked into. But these thoughts that I'm having today as an adult are thoughts that are being forced onto me, manipulated into me, because they can manipulate my brain these ways. Now, I love the fact that this easy thing I just said is something they try to counter. You have grown men and women really living life blocking this reality. You understand how genius they make me feel? Somebody comes in and even say in this fashion that then you're gonna die. It's like, I'd rather die. I'm so thankful to God that in my life, I didn't have to make myself this retarded. And you know what they're doing it for? For the developing weapon system that these entities filled with pedophiles are developing. They torture women and children, causing mass shooting. They connected to the foulest things you never want to be connected to. The foulest things, from the highest level to the lowest level. From the most detailed things to the high level. A bill was created because they're done so much child porn in these entities contracting these losers, this man-child and the retards. These people have to stoop to the level of so retarded that they even try to say, no, your thought process now is your thought process of a kid. No, it's the thought process that you manipulate me to have. Toward children. Because this technology, as sophisticated as it is, even though you have to be a retard, I understand the sophistication of this technology. Now I look forward to seeing this shit. They tell me how they're going to frame it. These people who torture babies and women. I look forward with the utmost heart. I can't wait to see them. They know the hatred I have. It's not really the hatred toward them. I know they're nothings, but the hatred knowing that you know. I know you torture babies. You know that, right? When that woman passed by, or that person, whatever she is, and she was like abused, and I was like torturing children. She just like, what do you think? You think I was gonna let you walk around like this? I know what you're involved in. The last video, I bring the reality. Look, that's a child. You can see a child. That child is going to act like a child. You should not think that a child is going to act like an adult. Children have a brain of children. Mentality of children. The mind is developing. If a kid does this kind of thing, or does one thing like that, it's an appropriate act of a child. You're just trying to exaggerate that. But talking about abuse and torture, oh, we can bring that up. And next week you see a woman describing how her babies are being tortured. This shit that involved in the program that torture babies. You think I'm not gonna bring that shit up? While you're out here using your kids to frame people? Oh, please. When else would I have this dignity? You've empowered me too, to be a genius. A fucking low life. Thank God I found out all these things about these pedos before whatever happens to me. Out here burning kids' genitals, harming them, zapping them, whatever they do to harm the genitals with this technology. I can't wait to see this low life because they're gonna see what I'm seeing at them, how I look at them. When they frame me in this court, they tell me this their court. I know it's the government court. The Department of Defense runs this fucking world. Just like they run this low life, they run these entities. So when we see each other, I'm like, okay, this is the low life that sold their soul to pedos. They're gonna die in heaven. Okay. God give me strength for whatever I'm gonna go through. They tell me how they're gonna set up for me to get raped. I was like, you rape either way. This program is renowned to use rape as a torture tool, as a breakdown tool. A lot of women are complaining about it. I know who's talking to me. Don't get it confused. I'll put that in your faces with pleasure. Use the retards over there. They know they're over there for a reason. They know the reality if they knock on my door here. What they've done to women, the way they've burned their women, the genitals and everything. When I see that, all of that comes out real quick. And they groom these losers and shit that know how to not say a name of a man who allegedly was picking up kids as young as 14 years old when he was an assistant here. The love of that, I love it so much. The feminism, they wanted to come in and play the feminists. We're doing it, we're avenging, we're going to send you to hell. You are torturing women and babies. You're sending yourself to hell, you fucking retard. Target individuals see this low life where they are. Excuse my language, but this is a time for me to vent. Because when I get to see them, I just ask God to give me the strength. So to all my target individuals, look at them, see them as the true bottom feeders. They enjoy this empowerment. I'm being controlled, manipulated. I've tried to say something else come out. That's the level of control I'm in. When there's something coming out, they create these mental battles. And they use the fragile of the fragile, the weak of the weak. So you understand, the empowerment they get is magical. If you empower somebody that weak, oh my goodness, they will not let go. I would die in hell. These people have been torturing too many women and children for me to let them go into that fantasized reality. And the facade of feminism is so destroyed. I'm so thankful that the people who put me in this program, this organization, so influenceable in this country, to the point where even abortion is no longer a right because they participate in that. And to hear these losers that use their children, that try to agitate me, tell me how it's not fair is the fairest. I can't wait to see you. Please, let's just hurry up and do that. I just look forward to seeing these people, these perps, these children who are going to be used to reframing, because I know it's fucked up for them. It's done. But they don't see that yet. They focus on my torture. That's what they should focus on. Target individuals stay strong and see them for what they are.